Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to talk about two up-and-coming players for the Los Angeles Chargers. DeAndre Lambert-Smith, who saw a majority of his first-team reps, or majority of his reps with the first unit. Justin Herbert in this offense, I absolutely love DeAndre Lambert-Smith. I think he's going to be a day one impactful player for them. We also saw a little bit of Trey Harris as well, who looked explosive and very reliable as a pass catcher. And in this video, what I wanted to do was kind of break down these guys and show you how good they actually are, how good they actually were in this game. And the first route we're going to see here by KLS, and let me actually move my screen over to the right a little bit. We're going to see a corner route. So it's about 10 yards. Then we're going to break to the sideline. First thing that we notice is they are in a one high safety look. So we want to see if this guy's in a midfield closed specifically, or if they're in a cover two, maybe invert, or this guy drops back as well. So we're really trying to read these safeties, but for sure, we know that we have at least one-on-one coverage here. Depends what the safety does if we want to take this shot or not. So as this ball is snapped, the offensive line is actually going to be in a five-man scat slide to the right, which means you got the zone side to the right, man to the left here. So as he drops back again, this safety is kind of backpedaling and not instantly going over to KLS. So we kind of like this, right? Also, extremely good route here by KLS. You see the kind of the head snap, acts like he's going to the inside, then breaks out. Watch the head snap, right? Boom, acts like he's going inside, breaks out. DB actually does a really good job staying underneath this thing. But the reason that we love this opportunity right here is because it's one-on-one and the DB's back is turned to the quarterback. So he just doesn't know when or if the football is even coming at all, right? So the ball is actually placed perfectly. This is one of the best throws I've seen. Right in the bucket, KLS makes the catch, makes the adjustment, and he comes down with a big-time pickup for 20-plus yards, a chunk play, right? These are the things that make me excited about Justin Herbert and KLS. Good route running, but also good adjustability in or when the ball is in the air. We're going to break down a ton of film, not only KLS, but also Trey Harris as well. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below who you would like me to break down individually next. Let's continue to dive into this game. Now, we also saw another opportunity here for KLS. He's basically running a go ball at the top of your screen. The first thing we always look at as a quarterback in these situations are the safeties, right? Because we have a thing that we like to call a yes-no read. Essentially what this is when you have a one-on-one matchup, specifically press man coverage for the most part. But let's just say if this safety were to come down and this safety were to guard the middle, right? Kind of have like a mid-read and a midfield close. Right, this is what we call a yes situation. We like this matchup so much here, where it's a one-on-one go ball to the end zone. This guy's out of the play. We circle yes, and we're throwing that football no matter what. Now, once this ball is snapped again, you have to realize we're looking at this safety here. As we drop back, we see the safety start to bite down, and once he sees this safety bite down, we know where we're going with the football. We're going to give our guy KLS a shot, which tells us and shows us, honestly, how much trust, how much faith that Justin Herbert and this offense have in KLS. If he's the one they're taking the yes-no reads to right now, that is huge. I thought this would be Trey Harris. I thought this would be Quentin Johnson, who unfortunately did get hurt in this last game. Hopefully he is okay. But they say, you know what? We like KLS. He's got great body control. He's got a great catch radius. Let's throw this thing up to him. And that's what they do. Now, unfortunately, he is not able to come away with this catch. The DB does a great job getting his hands up, kind of blocking that field of view, that vision. But ultimately, almost comes away with a one-handed snag in the end zone. DB makes a good play. We got to give him credit there, right? Would have been a very difficult throw or a very difficult catch to make. And on top of that, can we just take a second and praise Justin Herbert? Dude is so good. Look at the throw. The throw is almost perfect. It's just a really good play by the DB. Justin Herbert is a different breed, man. He really is. Now, we do have to talk about a little bit of a hospital ball that was thrown here by Taylor Heinicke. We're going to get kind of like a go ball up that seam. We're going to get a deep dig route over the middle of the field. Now, what we have to notice here is, let's say they have two guys here in zone coverage. Let's say they're in hook curls, okay? Whenever these linebackers are in hook curls, their job is to specifically read the eyes of the quarterback and go where he is looking, because the majority of the time, unless you're going up against a Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen, right? Those guys are good at manipulating DBs, manipulating linebackers, but for the most part, a lot of quarterbacks tend to stare down at their receiver before they throw it to him, right? So in this case scenario, right, we got a KLS deep dig route. At the bottom of your screen here, I believe this is Trey Harris. He's running a clear route where he's just trying to get down the field, take away that safety from the middle of the field. And again, this play looks like it would work out perfectly if linebackers, right, weren't just staring down the quarterback, right? Let's say these guys both right here, okay? Let's say they were both right there. This play works perfectly. This is wide open. This is a great play. But ultimately, because these guys are all staring at the quarterback here, they know where he wants to go with the football. As this play is developing, right, we're throwing that ball, we're placing it right here. So as we're coming in, again, it's open. It is open. Let's be honest here, but look at how many guys are over here. This is dangerous. You're throwing it into a hospital, okay? Let's just be real. And as KLS is going for it, right, he's got the, the dog mentality where, I'm going to go up and try to get this ball. I'm going to go up and try to get it. And as he does, no, there's two guys right in front of him. This is, you not want to put your guy in a situation like this. He gets absolutely rocked here. Maybe a stinger or something. He comes off the field, misses some time, but does eventually come back. But these are the ones we kind of want to avoid. Yes, it is a really good play if it was man-to-man coverage, but because it's a zone, these guys are great. And we have nothing up this right side. So you have two guys on this right side of the field that have nothing to do. They're looking for work. And when you only have two routes getting out of the line of scrimmage, they're just going to run to the routes, right? So again, if maybe we had like a wheel route or something over here to get these guys' attention, get nothing. Get nothing over there. Gotta be careful. And really quickly, we're going to deep dive into Trey Harris. He looked good. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Join the family. Turn on post notifications. We're going to be covering the Chargers throughout all the preseason, regular season, offense, defense, individual player film, everything. We've got you guys covered. Join the family. Again, it is completely free and make sure you guys turn on notifications. Let's continue to dive in. All right, here's a good one by Trey Harris. You're going to see a diagonal start and then a break over the middle of the field on a slant. We're trying to get this guy to kind of back up to the sideline and give us space over the middle of the field as we get another one here. See, we'll get that linebacker to bite down. And if he does bite down, we have a great open spot in the middle of this field as Taylor Heinicke drops back in 10 personnel. Drops back. Again, linebacker follows the inside route. And because we started off in a diagonal, boom, we have great separation already. Throw it, lead him, great ball, great catch. 13-yard pickup there for Trey Harris. Again, he had a good game. All right, here we go. Interesting play. Looks like zone covers to me. You don't see anyone kind of rotate over with the tight end. I'm going to guess this is zone coverage. Could be a Tampa 2, could be a cover 3. Not really too sure at this point in time. Usually want to read these safeties and see where they go, right? If they break into halves, it's probably a Tampa 2, right? Also, read these press zone or press corners, right? And as they press, we're going to see this guy turn his back to the quarterback, which tells me that this is definitely zone coverage. And then top side's interesting. So got zone, right? We probably got our halves back here. This guy in man? This guy might be in man with KLS. Interesting. So a little bit of a mixture here. And the dig's open, right? This is NFL open where if you lead that perfectly, that's a catch. However, behind the receiver, not where it needs to be. And I'll tell you what, if this was on target, this could have been a big game for KLS. Big game. KLS so good. Let's watch the route running here. Does he get inside leverage early or late? Top of his route. Yeah, I need to see the leverage here. Okay, so he starts with inside release, inside leverage, keeps him on that left hip, right? And then boom, breaks over the middle. If it was a good pass, could have been a big pickup. A couple more plays here. This is another one by Trey Harris. We're going to get kind of like a stop route here at the top. First thing that we notice though is we have a one high safety look, but this guy is playing about 2 yards of inside leverage coverage, which is perfect for the stop route if and only if we're able to throw this back shoulder, right? So you're going to tell we like this. I mean, look, you don't really see this much of inside leverage for the most part. And when you do, you know, and you have a stop route, you know where you're going with football. You know, you just do, right? So he's not going to look anywhere else. We're going to take a one-step drop here, and ball's going to come out. Again, we want this towards the back shoulder because of the 3 yards of leverage we have to the outside. He back shoulders it. Could have been a little bit better of a pass, but allows Trey Harris to turn up the field, pick up a few extra yards. Let's go. Again, love it. All right, guys, another crazy play here to KLS. Again, we're getting a go ball press man coverage. First thing we're going to read is his safety. If his first steps are to the inside, then we're going to have enough space here that we might be able to fit one in. So as Trey Lance is able to snap this ball or get this ball, he's going to read that safety. See how the first steps are inside? Boom. First steps are inside. We have little room for error. You cannot lead him to the inside of the field. If you do, could be an interception. It has to be sideline, has to be literally right on the sideline. Trey Lance drops back, throws his ball absolutely perfectly. Look at the body control and the catch, not the catch radius, but the adjustment in the air to go get this ball here by KLS, dude. This dude is not normal. The things that he is doing is amazing. He's amazing. KLS is going to play a lot. He's going to play a lot. I was actually pretty surprised he played this late into the game. But they just want to see him. And it doesn't matter what quarterback he was with, Herbert, Heinicke, Trey Lance, he was making catches with those guys. He did, with every single one of them. So, love it. Love it, love it. Let's go, man. There's not much to complain about when it comes to these wide receivers right now. I mean, you got what? Keenan Allen. You got Vlad McConkey. You got, obviously, KLS and Trey Harris, Quentin Johnston. They've got a lot of guys here, man. They do. All right, another play here to Trey Harris. Another slant over the middle. First thing we're going to read is his safety. Is he on man-to-man with this inline wide receiver, or are they in a zone, right? So as we drop back, we're going to actually see him connect with the over the middle because we had off coverage, inside leverage. This slant, again, take it all day long. I think the Chargers in this game did a really good job, at least the quarterbacks, taking what the defense gave them for the most part. Another quick little 12, 13-yard pickup for Trey Harris. I feel like he did that 4 or 5 plays in this game. Again, just taking what the defense gave him. Here we go again. Another yes-no read. Absolutely love it here by Trey Lance. We're going to read this safety. You're going to see him inch up just a little bit as we get the crosser over the middle of the field. He's kind of going to attach to it. Once that happens, we're going to use this one-on-one yes-no read to the bottom side of your screen to Trey Harris. Again, love the opportunity to give our guy a big shot down the field for a big catch, right? And Trey Harris, this is where he is really good. He's got, big body, good catch radius, and a guy that can box out DBs at a high level, especially if he's got the height advantage, which usually he does. So as we drop back, Trey Lance looks at this safety. He scans the field, looks at this safety. Once he bites up on Arondé Gadsden, we're tossing this football up there, even though that wins as well, right? Toss that football up there, and look at Trey Harris make an incredible grab to the 1-inch yard line. I mean, this is a good one. Love this play. Not a great release here by Trey Harris, but the body control, and then the late separation. Look at the late separation there. Maybe a little bit of hand fighting. Grabs this thing beautifully. So close to a touchdown. Let's go, man. Now, I am going to end the video here, guys. Do me a big favor. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family. Trey Harris and KLS look really good. They look really good. They're both going to play a lot this year alongside Lad and Keenan Allen. So, join the family. Turn on post notifications. Who you want me to break down next? And I'll see you guys then. Peace.